Hi, thanks for watching this short video on Security Compass's new hands-on learning experience, the OWASP Virtual Lab. My name is Brandon, and I'll spend the next few minutes providing an overview of the lab and demonstrating some of its functionality. Let's get started. The OWASP Virtual Lab was created to supplement our existing OWASP Top 10 e-learning course, allowing users to better understand how the different exploits work. In the lab, they can perform different OWASP exploits in a safe environment targeting an intentionally vulnerable web application. It typically takes 1 to 2 hours to complete all of the exercises, but learners are given a total of 4 hours. It's possible to exit the lab and resume where you left off, and it's also possible to revert the lab to its initial state if you want to start things over again. The lab environment is based on a real Windows 10 virtual machine with access to the internet, meaning that users have the option of downloading and installing additional tools to help them complete the exercises, though it's not strictly necessary to do so. The target audience for this lab includes developers who simply want a better understanding of common vulnerabilities that find their way into code, or junior penetration testers looking to hone their skills with practical exercises. As such, users have the ability of choosing between 2 proficiency levels, beginner and advanced. The exercises are the same regardless of proficiency level, but the beginner experience includes step-by-step guidance, while the advanced learner must solve the exercises with as little guidance as possible. The first exercise in the lab starts with an old classic, SQL injection. At the top of the exercise, we see some information about the vulnerability, as well as the challenge that we need to solve in order to complete this exercise. Because I've opted to start as a beginner, we see that there's a fair bit of information given here, showing us how we can find SQL injection on a page, including by using browser tools or some of these test strings. In fact, there's a specific test string a little farther down that we could paste into the username field of this web application to see what the impact is. I'll click on the letter T and then hit Sign In to see that this page is in fact vulnerable to SQL injection. Farther down in the exercise, the user is asked what would happen if the attacker wanted to log in as a specific user, and the exercise wraps up with a question to verify whether the user was in fact able to bypass authentication using this vulnerability. Beyond SQL injection, the OWASP Virtual Lab also touches on the following topics: sensitive data exposure, weak session token, XML external entities, broken access control, security misconfiguration, cross-site scripting, and insecure deserialization, along with a bonus lab on template injection. When the user has finished all exercises, the final screen offers the opportunity to provide feedback and suggestions via email, which we strongly encourage. Finally, there are resources available by clicking on the Resources tab. We see that there's an instruction guide, as well as an answer guide, including step-by-step solution guidance for each exercise in this lab. I hope this overview of the OWASP Virtual Lab has been helpful, but please feel free to reach out to Security Compass with any questions you may have.